welcome to the 10th River End Lads podcast.
10th?
I think it's a 10th anyway.
Wow.
And as a special treat, me and Joel decided to dress up in the same shirt. That was accidental, actually. We didn't plan this. But I've recently bought this for a couple of quid in a charity shop. Very nice. Gonna wear it to training tonight.
I think I got this from a charity shop a few years ago as well.
Anyway, let's talk about a Premier League win. Obviously didn't win our last Premier League game, but the Premier League win against Bournemouth a couple of weeks back. What were your initial thoughts of the game in a 1-0 win, wasn't it? It was a decent performance, so what do you think?
Okay, I think firstly, the defence played well. There wasn't, I don't think I can think of any errors in that game in defence anyway. And
who was it? Was it Hanley and Zimmerman?
Yeah.
Hanley
Godfrey. No, Godfrey Zimmerman.
Yeah.
Oh, actually no. I need to talk about that. Okay, it was a good performance. We dominated them. However, we didn't create as many chances as I would have liked, especially with the 10 men and Steve Cook's brilliant save, which was literally right in front of us. And then Pookie scored a penalty. It's fine.
Brilliant pen, straight down the middle.
Not many chances as I would like. There was one-on-one. Pookie should have scored that.
Yeah, should have done.
But I mean, defenders all good until Ben Godfrey. He did the typical kind of Norwich thing and got himself sent off.
I did say at half time it was so Norwich to go down to 10 men as well and just cop the game up.
And you know, I don't think
we didn't lose.
I don't actually think
that is the Norwich way, isn't it?
It is the Norwich way
to make the fans.
And
so
I told this to Ben Godfrey. It was a stupid challenge.
It's an awful tackle.
I love the passion because Callum Wilson was cheating all game, and Ben Godfrey wanted the ball
on the halfway line.
Yeah,
terrible tackle.
It was a stupid challenge, but I
love the passion, and he felt awful after doing the challenge, but the passion was there, and it was on show, and I love Ben Godfrey.
Well, I think he shouldn't have started that game anyway, so he kind of.
Well, he's our best centre back, so why shouldn't he start in the game?
He didn't prove it. Getting a red card and almost costing us a game.
Let's talk centre backs then, really. Who's our best centre back?
I'm gonna have to say it. I don't want to say this, but I think Grant Hanley at the moment.
Grant Hanley and Godfrey I'm going for.
Grant Hanley, then Godfrey, then Zimmerman.
I said Grant Hanley was a beast 2 games ago, and read you like.
No, I said I wouldn't say that until I seen the performance, and you know what? He's really turned it around. He's turned it around
with Bournemouth. Well, he came on as a sub against Bournemouth.
Let's not get carried away.
And then the FA Cup game, which we'll come on to later.
We got a bit carried away with Adam Ryder.
Yeah, well,
he hasn't played, and he got his hat trick. He may go on loan to Charlton. I think that'd be a good move.
We all know Grant Hanley's an amazing, experienced player.
Yeah,
I think he's a good player as well, and that's why he's club captain. I think in terms of centre back pairing, I'd like to see Godfrey and Hanley at the back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I feel sorry for Zimmerman. He's a great centre back, but he's making too many errors.
He hasn't stepped up.
Speaking of centre backs,
since the injury,
I would just like to add that reports are suggesting that Ibrahim Amadou is going to return to Sevilla and then go back on loan somewhere else. Forgot who it was, but this could be the end of Amadou's short loan spell at Norwich. The EDP put it on yesterday.
Well, that's fine. You know, I like the short time you had him. He's alright.
I love Amadou, but he hasn't started for the last 5-10 games.
No, it's not because he's not good. I just think he hasn't fitted into the squad very well.
I'll always remember him for the Man City game.
And he was part of the team that will be known for beating Man City, so that's fair. That's just.
He's also been known for the team that lost to Southampton.
Don't care. He'll be known for the team that beat Man City. That's all I care. When we go down, probably that's all.
He's not a centre back, and I feel sorry for him.
Yeah, he didn't get his chance.
He's been dumped in with a load of good quality CDMs, such as Mario Vrancic can play there, Tom Tribal can play there, Tessie can play there.
And he's had to compete with a lot of players for that in his natural position.
Yeah.
And instead he's had to play centre back in the worst defence in the league, and that he hasn't been able to do much to stop it, unfortunately.
But I think we're all in agreement that centre back pairing for this game.
Well,
Hanley Godfrey, he's back, isn't he?
Newcastle.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hanley against his old club. This could be
Hanley and Godfrey.
Great day for
it's
him.
his old club, so
can't forget Tim as well.
And Tim as well. I just play Ralph Fairman. Please,
give him a chance.
Mm-hmm.
He proved it last game. I
don't think he did prove it.
Okay, look, forget about that, Peter. I think that was a really good goal. I don't think he could have saved that.
I don't think that Fairman deserves to play above Tim Krul. Tim Krul's he's had the whole Tim's had the whole start of the season. He's played well. He's
made so many errors.
If you look at the top saves,
he looks helpless in goal.
He needs to be doing that because
he looks helpless. Honestly, someone heads the ball past him, he doesn't move. I want at least a goalkeeper to try and save it, but he just stands there.
I think Tim Krul should play with.
I think he's our best goalkeeper, but he doesn't seem to try a lot of the time, and that lets him down a bit.
Yeah. Well, no, he's got the passion. It's just I think he can make some of the saves that he doesn't make.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes, he just lets it go in or
classic
gets a
example
hand on
was George Baldock, the Sheffield game. Easy save, and he lets it through.
He does make his mistakes, but I love Tim Krul, and I think he deserves his place in the squad.
I want him to start, but we've got Ralph Fairman, paid a big sum of money, $3 million to have him on loan.
Might as well play.
You might as well give him a game and see what happens with him.
But anyway, we'll go back to that Bournemouth game.
No, we're done with that.
Done with the Bournemouth game.
It was a good game. Got 3 points. That's all that matters.
Oh, that actually matters.
And a clean sheet as well with 10 men.
Duda had a good debut there.
And then next league game. Well, Spurs, wasn't it?
Spurs.
Was Spurs, yeah. Disappointing result.
It was away.
All I can say.
We were actually unlucky. I'm gonna be real now. That was a bit unlucky.
You can tell we haven't done one of these in a while. A bit rusty, but
well,
disappointing game against Spurs. I mean, it was a clear penalty, Max Aarons. Don't know why VAR took 3 minutes to check it. Good pen from Pookie.
We can just blame
the defence again is letting us down.
We can just blame the fixture congestion because that's what Jurgen Klopp's doing now, isn't he? Because we've had so many fixtures, so much to talk about. The highs and lows of Norwich City.
Well, mostly.
You're gonna say highs?
Mediums.
Mediums.
Yay! No.
Well, that's what it happens with Norwich, isn't it? We get high, like beat Man City, and then
get low.
Beat Bournemouth.
Josh will experience
and then
Burnley. We went from Man City to Burnley. So you get high, you get low, and it comes out as a medium result, but then we don't get any points. So that's in a nutshell.
So
beating Bournemouth well, and then just going down too easily to Spurs. Defensive mistakes from Zimmerman and Campbell. Even though Spurs' goals were lucky,
they were lucky.
We could have done so much to prevent
on the radio.
Second was lucky.
And the second, and I heard the second goal. I was like, all right, Spurs are better. They're a better team than us.
But we should have got a result.
But when I see that goal, I saw it on the replay. I was like, no, surely not.
That's lucky. That is
the
lucky.
most lucky goal you'll ever see because I think
it has to go down as Zimmerman's fault and Aaron's.
No, Zimmerman slid in, and it just went over his leg and straight into Son's
It was so lucky and so unfortunate. But if you're diving in and not stopping the goal, then you've got to be held accountable, and it's frustrating because Zimmerman is a great centre back, but he's done that too many times this season.
When I saw what game was it where Zimmerman and Hanley played together?
I don't know.
It was at home.
Was that early on against Newcastle?
No, it was.
Yeah, it was
no, because
Newcastle.
Zimmerman was injured then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's
I don't think they played together.
They have.
Only recently.
Like recently. I mean,
Sheffield United?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I don't know.
But one game.
You mean Burnley last game? 2-1.
No, it was at home.
They played together.
It was, but the home game we're talking about.
Hanley. When I remember seeing them together, and I Hanley outclassed Zimmerman in my opinion.
He's better.
When there was a block, it would be Hanley putting it in. And Zimmerman's a class player. We know that from last season. But I just don't think he's been up to it this season.
I think it's Wolves you're thinking about.
Or Crystal Palace, it may have been.
One of them. I don't know. I saw that.
Yes, Crystal Palace would be.
Yeah, it was Crystal Palace, right? But
I mean, Zimmerman, he made errors in that game. He was poor. He
kept Connor Wickham on side.
Yeah, you're right.
That's a big error. That's all our other defenders had to step up. And I think one thing, we've been slating Max Aarons recently, but he's turned it around.
He's stepped up.
So fair play to him.
Although I'm still a believer that we should play Jamal Lewis at left back
100%.
and play Byram at right back.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that. Did it against Burnley and it worked.
Byram he deserves his place now. He's just really good.
Was absolutely insane. He was so, and it's not a coincidence that when you play a player in their natural position, they're better.
He is good in the left.
He was good at left back. But
he'll be even better.
Did he play right back against Man City?
No, he was left back against Man City.
To be real, though, Byram is probably one of our he's probably our strongest, maybe our strongest fullback. I don't know. Maybe.
And
I'd say he's strongest.
We could have 20-30 mil for Aarons. So we've got a solid option there.
I say cash in.
I love Max Aarons, but he's better than us. He could be top Premier League. We can get the money.
If I knew that we could get 20-30 million for Max Aarons and that we'd actually spend it,
Yeah.
Yeah, on an actual player.
But that's a different issue because
Oh,
obviously
gosh.
the amount of times we've sold players like James Madison and we've never seen that budget.
Where is that money going?
Personally, I agree in the fact that get cheap bargain players.
Yeah, exactly. But
that money, surely put it into the stadium, I think. Obviously, you've seen our Instagram picture is a little nail.
the state of the river end is
And
just
that
yeah.
the state of our stand is pretty appalling. And
it's dead.
we want. I've said this before, and you guys have said the opposite. I say that you want away fans to come and think, "Wow, this is a good stadium."
Mm-hmm.
I think Rudy pointed out to me before that you want the away fans to hate it.
Yeah.
But I think it's got to be a lovely stadium, but you know, have very few away fans.
Even if
like
you go under the seats where they sell like hot dogs and stuff, it's cramped. It's cramped full.
It's dead. It's like concrete. It's like a prison down there.
Yeah, it's concrete, poorly painted walls.
I mean, I don't mind it. I'll buy stuff down there. It's fine, but it's just.
I'll admit, I like the capacity of Carrow Road. I like the noise.
Nice.
Yeah, but there's still loads of people waiting for tickets.
Exactly.
We could sell out a 30,000-40,000 stadium.
I think
we
need
could
to,
use some of the money.
with the money we could get from Max Aaron's, we can upgrade our stadium to 30,000,
Mm-hmm.
bigger than the Molyneux, just to annoy them because they're like 32,000, 32,050, I think, from what I remember.
Who's that?
The Molyneux.
Why do we want to annoy them?
Well, no, just we want a bigger stadium, then, don't we?
Why?
Then we can say we're a bigger club because most people say our bigger club's got a bigger stadium.
You know,
That's asking
you know,
a Ipswich fan.
the
They'll be
team-
like, oh, we
yeah,
got-
Hey, nah, don't
League One FC
Dumb.
have got a bigger stadium than us. We want
Yeah,
a
but they're
bigger
bottling
stadium.
at the moment, you know? The wheels
But
are
anyway,
falling off
my
the
point
tractor,
is,
so.
sell Max Aaron's, put it into making the stadium to 33,000.
Give Max Aaron's a chance to play Premier League football consistently,
And
not
maybe
drop down to the
maybe
Championship.
renovate a bit of Carrow Road,
Mhm.
make the seats, because some of the seats are cushioned, aren't they? Some of them
Well,
are.
Delia's seat is cushioned. Ours isn't.
Yeah. But anyway, that's my point.
What?
of view.
So, you know, you actually use some of the money we get from selling our young players.
Mhm.
Either spend it on cheap bargains, which we do very well.
Yeah.
In the Championship at least, because it works there.
Definitely.
Then use some of it for the stadium.
Mhm.
That'd be quite nice.
I mean, I
'Cause
think.
The stadium is a massive part of the team.
Mm-hmm.
You heard the players say it after the Man City game. They said it's a bit of a cliche, but the stadium, when the fans are behind you, it really is a 12th man.
Mm-hmm.
And
We've got quite a small stadium.
Mm.
Imagine what it would be like. You know,
I mean, let's
Even
not even talk
30,
about
40,000,
Bournemouth Stadium.
that would
Let's
be
not talk
amazing.
about Bournemouth Stadium.
They
It could
don't
be
have a
worse.
stadium. They don't really
I mean,
have a stadium, really.
or Watford or
They
Southampton.
were thinking-
just don't fill
That's
it.
why at some point they were thinking of putting like a minimum on the
Yeah, they were.
like
If they played
15,000
a
minimum.
Europa League game or a
I mean, is it
European
Europa League?
game,
Yeah.
there is a. I mean, they
Mm,
wouldn't be
yeah.
able to, but they would have to play at Wembley
Right, okay.
because they're just
Which is
such
going to yeah,
awful
which is going to cost
capacity.
them probably more to rent out Wembley for the game
Yeah.
than to actually get that stadium. And
I mean,
But
they would
anyway.
have to if they. But I mean,
Talk-
they're going to go down.
talking
anyway,
of
so.
Wembley,
And the Europa League qualification, you know.
this leads us
FA
on to
Cup.
the FA Cup.
Brilliant performance. Burnley away.
Yep.
I mean, we made it a little harder than it should have been.
Nah, it's
But
fine.
we should have scored a
That's
few more
Norwich, though,
goals.
isn't it? We
But
said that.
we're through to the 5th round, quarterfinals, isn't it? No, round of 16.
First
it is.
time since 2011, 2012, I think.
12-13.
12-13.
When we lost to Luton.
I think there was some
But-
pretty good performances there.
Mm-hmm.
Like Lucas Rock, I didn't think he was
He
good,
looks quality,
but
doesn't he?
he's
Looks so good.
deserving a place in the squad. And
And-
Mario Vrancic as well.
Mhm.
Again, brilliant.
We'll
player
talk.
New signings later on.
Yeah, new signings later on, but the draw. What do you think of it, guys?
Oh.
there. Awful.
I mean,
yes.
it could have gone better, yeah.
Yeah, it could have
A
got.
lot.
I mean,
But then it could have got worse.
we've got no chance of getting down to Southampton on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday.
Yeah.
I think it is.
No chance.
You know, we've got school. We've got no chance of getting down there. We can get to Spurs,
It's gonna be so
But-
hard, though.
and
To miss
and there
last
will be
period.
tickets, but we'd have to leave school early. And
And then we'd have to be back about 2 o'clock
No.
at night.
what is wrong with having FA Cup games on a weekend, Saturday 3 o'clock?
Come on.
It's just a joke having it midweek.
Because I would have loved to go to that Spurs game or
Mhm.
Southampton. Maybe
It's
not
looking
Southampton
so
as much.
unlikely that we'll be able to go. I mean,
Personally, I think Southampton will beat Spurs in the replay.
yeah, I think you're
so-
right. Actually,
We can't get down there. We just cannot. It's so annoying because of the timing.
But anyway, talking difficulty of the opponent.
they're quite hard.
Who would you rather have?
Spurs.
Spurs.
You rather have Spurs?
Yeah.
I think the thing is,
I agree- I
Southampton
agree.
are in such good away form. Oh wait, they're at home. I mean, they're in such good form anyway.
Yeah.
They are playing some of the best football in the league. Being real now, you look at the
the
shots they're
hoofing
getting.
it long to Danny Ings.
No, not they're not always doing that. But I mean,
No, they'll just win.
They always get loads of shots. They are
Or just
dominating.
win a corner or a free kick and get James Ward-Prowse to score.
If James Ward-Prowse went in, Danny
Yeah.
Ings.
I mean, it's just.
That is a classic Southampton goal.
They are playing nice football, to be fair. I know it's not all that, but it's a shame because they're in such good
Lovely sound effects, lads.
form. Ah,
We've been testing our new technology. We decided to put a car engine
cards.
in exactly
nice.
this moment.
Lovely. See you, mate.
Bye.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Completely lost it.
Well, I mean, Spurs, they're in really bad form, but they did beat us last time we played them.
But
They were lucky.
should
They
have-
were
we should have
lucky
been.
as hell.
So I think-
And Spurs will play a
To
really
round,
weak
to round
side.
it up, I think we all
And we'll
agree
beat
that
Spurs.
we want Spurs.
We want Spurs.
We
Because
can't.
we could
beat
go
Spurs.
to the
We
game.
want that revenge.
If we can't, we could still beat Spurs and get through.
And it'll be on TV as well if it's against Spurs.
Yeah. And imagine if we beat Spurs, one game away from Wembley,
And imagine if it's at home.
and we actually get home.
Whoa! I
That
can't
would be
wait now.
amazing.
We had a home fixture this FA Cup.
No,
3 away games in a row.
it's a
2 in
joke.
Lancashire.
Awful.
Either one in Dorset, Southampton, I have no idea, and then London. It's just it's so
It's not good.
it's
is
so
it?
unfair that we have to travel that far to see an FA Cup game.
I just want to play.
I just
at
want a home
man.
game to cheer on the boys to get them to Wembley
To
in
watch
the
them
semi-final.
win a
Or
game.
if it's going to
other
be
than the
away,
ball.
at least give us a chance of getting there.
Yeah, hang on.
Mhm.
Like-
On a weekday.
Yeah, we could get to Southampton, we could get to Spurs, but not bloody Wednesday night, could we? After we got school that day, we got no chance.
It's like they didn't want us to go.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want
You
to
know, well, everyone's going to have to go to work that day as well.
I don't think
They're going to have to leave early.
I don't
and
think
get,
anyone
and get
wants
down
that
there.
midweek.
No, no one
7:45.
If it was at home, that's fine.
Apart from
But away from
apart
home,
from the guy who sits on a sofa, flicks on Sky
Yeah,
Sports
that
with a
guy.
beer
Yeah.
in his hand, he's alright. But we got to
I
travel
mean, that's
there.
alright, but I
don't we?
mean,
Yeah.
we're the real fans, so unfortunately we cannot enjoy that. But I guess.
But okay, what about the FA Cup? If we could win that, or just get to the final of the semis and go to Wembley and enjoy our day out, and potentially win the FA Cup and get Europa League football,
You know what?
would you take that over staying up?
100%.
Yes.
100%. FA Cup win every single day.
Yeah.
You know why? Because
Silverware.
not
Yeah,
not
silver,
only
yeah.
silverware,
More trophies than Spurs.
Not
just a
only-
joke.
not only that, but think of it this way: if we stay up in 10 years' time, are you gonna say, "Oh, I remember that year where we stayed up"? Are you?
No, I'm not gonna say
But
that.
are you gonna remember that year where they say we won the FA Cup and got Europa League?
Of
Oh,
course.
imagine that. Imagine going to Wembley, winning the FA Cup, knowing
But-
2 months later you're going to be away in Europe and just going to see a game there.
After-
After you played Forest away, you got like blooming
But,
Lugaretz away. Or
yeah,
whatever.
would be in the qualifiers for the Europa League in like July time, I think they are.
Oh,
so,
we got a nice
ju-
time
ju- yeah.
football.
Yeah,
Summer.
I'm not thinking
Yeah,
about
we-
winning the FA Cup.
we would have finished our exams, summer, and we'd just be going into Europe
A ni-
watching
a
Norwich
nice
play.
holiday?
It'd be so good.
Maybe to Russia.
No.
Can we draw like
Probably
Moscow?
Spain. Yeah, actually,
God.
that's. You could end it or like.
Or like Aberdeen.
or, yeah.
Aberdeen, your first European away day, and you go to bloody Aberdeen.
Even worse would be like Ukraine or something.
Yeah, I'd still
Well,
go. I'd still go. I just want it to be. Yeah, I would. I would.
I would. Well, I'll try to go, but I mean, a lot of money.
I just wouldn't want
About
a
300
European
to
away game
Ukraine.
to draw another English side or a Scottish side, because that, yes, it would be away, but it wouldn't exactly be in Europe, would it?
Nah, but
You want,
anyway,
like, French teams or
I've
something.
narrowed my view. I want that Wembley semi-finals.
Yeah, I think we're.
That's all I want.
I think we're dreaming a little bit.
Not thinking about
but-
the win.
Let's try and get to the semi-finals and
possible,
go to
though.
Wembley.
I think every single Norwich fan,
It's possible.
well, most Norwich fans, there are a few pessimistic ones out there,
Mm.
but most Norwich fans would say our squad is the best we've had
It is
for many,
100%.
many years, and we're good enough to win the FA Cup.
Well, we are. We can beat any team.
We can beat any team. We've shown it this season.
We beat Man City. I'd say they're the best team in the
Anyway,
world.
Liverpool are going to go
Right.
out by Shrewsbury, so.
Well, Man City aren't the best team in the world at the moment. Right, we are very sorry. We've just had a few technical issues.
Josh's phone storage running out.
Yeah, that's
Too much FIFA Mobile, I guess.
Too much FIFA mobile videos and DLS. Anyway, Man City, I believe I was talking about, not being the best team in the world, but we beat them.
Mm.
And they are an amazing team, and we beat them. So we could win the FA Cup.
Come on.
Wouldn't it be amazing? We can do
Wouldn't
it.
it be nice?
But anyway, A lot of optimism from us.
Yep.
Let's hope we can get the win this
Who's the
weekend.
next?
The Newcastle. away.
Newcastle.
Now I see a win. I see a
Anyway,
win again.
Scorpions for that game. Let's do that.
3-1. I don't know. I think we do it
Norwich?
exactly again. Norwich.
I think this. I've said this about 10 times. We've got one game to save our season, and it's the
This is
next
it,
game.
this is
and this has to be the last chance. Surely.
Surely, lads. This is the last
2-0.
one. Come on.
2-0 Norwich.
Rudy's casually.
Come on!
He's being allowed to be drowned at the sound of the cars outside.
He's
Oh, yeah.
back. He's back.
2.
No. 2-0.
Oh, the
That's what he
Guendouzi.
said.
The Gwendoos.
Oh, yeah, but oh dear.
The Watford. Oh
No, curse him. No, I'm done.
I don't think I can repeat
No.
live on our channel
What
No,
Guendouzi said.
what Joel thought Gwendoos.
No, he didn't say it, Joe.
I'm
It's
pretty
what
sure he did.
Thought he said.
I heard someone say it, so it must have been a fan
No,
behind
it was not him.
Yes, it was.
Anyway,
Okay.
I said a draw. Both say Norwich wins.
Come on.
Let's hope on new
You
signings.
said a draw. 2-2.
I said a draw, 2-2.
Okay.
I mean, Lucas Rupp
He's
and
brilliant.
Andre Duda have been brilliant.
Mm.
We can beat Newcastle. We did it earlier. We were 10 times better than them. I think we
And,
are better than them now.
Let's try and keep the momentum for how many months it is till March when we have the next FA Cup.
I know. I thought it was next Wednesday.
No, I misread
Yeah,
it. It was
yeah,
a
you
sad.
misread it.
March the 3rd. Like, flipping out.
It's like-
We seem
So
to be.
Southampton's form may have changed by then.
Actually, yeah, fair.
So-
We seem to be giving up on the Premier League a little bit.
But
They
this is our
focus on
last
the FA
chance.
Cup.
This is
Right,
our last
let's-
chance.
So let's see if we can keep the optimism up. Do you think
Yeah.
we'll stay up, Josh?
We
No.
win the.
If we win this game, anything can happen. We
Yeah.
can beat
You think-
Newcastle.
I think we win this next game. We're in contention to stay up. If not, then we're gonna go down.
I think we'll stay up. I think this game we'll win 2-0 and we'll be on a run. We'll be on a run and
Come
we'll
on.
stay up.
That's what I hope.
I reckon we'll come 14th.
Okay, that's
Okay.
about 20 points off. So I don't think that's.
I
gonna
think
we're
we're
happen.
doing
gonna.
it. We're
Joel,
doing
we
it.
stay up. We're gonna come 17th. Nothing else.
Nah,
than that.
14th.
No,
14th.
17th.
14th. I don't think that's even possible.
Yes, it is.
I swear that
It was
is.
only mathematically possible, impossible, impossible.
Wait,
I read
okay,
this that we could not win the
we could
league
not win the
a
league
couple of
title
weeks ago.
A few
but
weeks ago. So anything's possible, really. I don't even know how that's calculated. Like Liverpool have to
Yeah.
lose every single game.
and we have to win every single game, and then everyone else has to lose every single game. But that's
So
definitely
close. So close.
I'm just disappointed. You know, we're so close to that title.
Yeah. Well,
Now we can't get it.
you guess you can wish for next year.
But if we're gonna survive, it's gonna be 17th, and it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
But I would much prefer to win the FA Cup.
But it's interesting to see.
No.
We're still going on,
It's
aren't we?
interesting to see how
Oh.
fans are debating Eddie Howe, aren't we? Farke is safe. No
That's
one's
because
mentioning his name.
we're proper fans.
That's 'cause, Farke's a brilliant
There's
manager.
no point sacking him now. It's
He's
too-
got
too late.
He's
in the
got his
season.
vices. As Mr. that lovely English vocabulary there.
Oh dear.
Oh.
What is this
it's-
descended into? Madness?
Yeah, it
Right,
is late
let's
substitutions.
end the podcast. We've
Yeah,
gone
let's end it
into,
there.
we've gone into madness here.
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you for watching. If you haven't watched our match day experiences, do go watch them now, and don't forget to subscribe and follow on YouTube. Not YouTube, Instagram
And
Yep.
thanks.
and YouTube.
Wait, no.
You do that when we finish.
Yeah, really.
Anyway,
Wait-
Newcastle at the
wait for your
weekend.
cue.
We're gonna win. Come on, boys, let's do this. Thank you for watching.
Thanks.
Yeah!